My landlord texted me saying he was keeping my entire $2,000 security deposit because of a dusty ceiling fan. He laughed and told me to sue him. He didn't know that I had proof he hadn't paid taxes on this apartment for 10 years. I, 26M, spent the last 2 years living in a basement suite in Queens, New York. The rent was cheap, $1,500 per month, but there was a catch. The landlord, Tony, demanded payment in cash every month. No checks, no Venmo, just an envelope of cash. I didn't care at the time. I just needed a place to sleep. Last month, I finally moved out. I spent 3 days scrubbing that place. It was cleaner than when I moved in. I took a video of the entire apartment as proof. Always do this, guys. I handed Tony the keys and asked for my $2,000 security deposit back. Tony laughed. He literally laughed in my face. Kid, I'm keeping that for repairs. The carpet is worn out. Note, the carpet was 20 years old when I moved in. I tried to argue, but he slammed the door and texted me later. If you want the money, sue me. Lawyers cost more than $2,000. Good luck. He was right. A lawyer would be too expensive, but revenge is free. I knew 2 things about Tony's apartment. It was an illegal fire trap. There were no windows in the bedroom. An egress window is required by U.S. law for fire safety. He wasn't declaring the income. That's why he wanted cash. I didn't sue him. I made 2 phone calls instead. Call number 1, the fire marshal and Department of Buildings. I reported an illegal basement dwelling with no fire exit. New York City takes this very seriously. 2 days later, an inspector showed up. Tony refused to let him in, so the inspector came back with the police. They condemned the basement immediately. Tony was slapped with a fine of $2,500 per day until he removed the illegal kitchen and bathroom. Call number 2, the IRS, tax fraud whistleblower. In the U.S., if you report someone for tax evasion, the IRS sometimes gives you a percentage of what they recover. I filled out Form 3949A. I estimated that Tony had collected about $36,000 a year in cash rent from me and the previous tenants for at least 10 years. That's $360,000 of unreported income. The fallout. I heard from a neighbor that Tony is currently being audited. The city forced him to gut the basement, costing him roughly $40,000 in demolition and fines. Yesterday, I got a check in the mail from Tony for $2,000. No note, just the check. I cashed it, bought a nice steak dinner, and smiled. TLDR. Landlord stole my deposit and challenged me to sue him. Instead, I reported his illegal apartment to the city and his tax evasion to the IRS.